Welcome back. Doodle Man, welcome. Be safe while you're driving. But welcome everyone. We're gonna give it a few minutes here. We're gonna go over a new case. Well, not new, but new to me. Apparently, this young lady's been missing since 2018. I have the newscast here about it right now. This is dropped when she first went missing. What's up? Nobody's fool. But this was dropped back when she first went missing. So we are going to see what we can find out about this case. So, shall we?
A Kentucky woman who volunteered for a group that helped find missing people is now the focus of an intensifying search after she vanished. Andrea Knable disappeared more than 2 weeks ago. Mark Strassman spoke to her family, and he joins us now.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong case.
Mark, what a strange story. What did the family have to say?
Sorry, guys, I'm on the wrong case. That is my apologies. I thought I had the right one. I was researching. Well, let's see if we can't find the news report. Let's see what this person has to say.
Monday, this whole parking lot was full with people with compassion helping us look for my daughter. Not one officer was in those woods.
That was the stepfather of missing person, Samantha Sperry. Obviously a man that is very upset, frustrated with what he's facing in terms of having a missing loved one, and also wondering if law enforcement is doing enough. We're going to go through this case, and it's really strange because we have one missing person, but we've got two kind of different stories about what happened to them and who they were with and what the conditions around their disappearance are. Can we make sense of this? Is one of the stories more accurate than the other, or is it more of a combination of both of them? Can we help the family of Samantha Sperry? It's time to turn on the searchlight.
Well, let's turn on that light and let's see what we can find.
John Lorden here. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Brain Scratch Searchlight. This is the person that we're talking about today, Samantha Sperry. She went missing at the age of 25. She's a mother of two. She was also married, but I believe she was going through a separation and she was seeing someone else. That boyfriend kind of plays into the story here quite a bit, and so does his father. And I'm telling you guys, when I started looking at this case, I had no idea what was going on. Either Namus was completely wrong or the media was completely wrong. But by the time we get to the end of it, we might figure out that they're both actually right. So let's go ahead and start with a news story first, and then we'll get to Namus. We're starting over at WESDlocal6.com, and I want to give them a big thank you because they're by far the primary source of news on this case. This is from March 30th, 2018. Man, woman reported missing after abandoned vehicle found in Graves County. Deputies are searching for 25-year-old Samantha Sperry of Murray and 30-year-old Ren Hendrickson of Simpsonia. Hendrickson's vehicle was found Thursday on Dooms Chapel Road at the intersection with Kentucky 131, just south of Simpsonia. When deputies arrived at the scene Thursday, they searched the vehicle and the immediate area, but didn't find the pair. The sheriff's department says Hendrickson is believed to be suicidal and armed with a weapon. So obviously, very terrifying situation that we have going right into this. Here's a photo of Ren, and here's a photo of Samantha. Samantha would continue to be missing. Ren would actually be found. We're going to get into the details there. But now that we've heard one of the earliest news reports about what was going on in this case, let's jump over to Namus and see what they have actually listed for the case details on this. Samantha Rose Sperry, female that is Caucasian. She was 25 years old at the time she went missing. She would now be 26 years old. As a matter of fact, it was exactly 1 year ago today that her confirmed last sighting has happened. Now, the story that we're going to hear is that it was actually on the 28th of March when her last sighting occurred. But I think you'll agree with me, by the time we get to the end of this, we have a lot of good reason to question that version of the story. So there was certainly a sighting of her on March 27th, 2018. Here for her height, they have her between 5'4" and 5'8". I see other reports that are saying she was 5'6". Weight, they have 100 to 130 pounds. Other reports are saying that she weighed about 125 pounds. Date of last contact, here they do have it listed as March 28th, 2018. Samantha, 25, was reportedly last seen in Graves County, Kentucky on the morning of Wednesday, March 28th, 2018. I think the key word there is reportedly. Samantha Sperry and her boyfriend had a verbal altercation. Sperry got on a four-wheeler with her boyfriend's father, and they got stuck. The father advised they got lost in the woods, where they stayed all night and began to walk out the next morning. The father stated, upon walking out, they came out at the Kaler Bottoms by the bridge near 131 and 849. He told Sperry they could walk to the Kaler Mart where they could get warm and get something to eat. Sperry told him she was going to a family member's house and went towards 849 walking. He went towards the Kaler Mart, which was the last time he saw her.
So from what I am seeing on this one, guys, is that the father was the last to see her, from what I'm understanding. Okay, not wrong with that. Sorry, I can't find exactly a lot of details on this case. It's pretty old, which is pretty sad.
Already, you can see we've got two kind of different stories that are going on here. The first news story is basically saying that her and her boyfriend are missing together and there's a car found. Now we're hearing details. No, her boyfriend's not missing. Her and her boyfriend's father went out on this all-terrain vehicle, got stuck.
We're all right, thank you. So the boyfriend's father and her went off on an all-terrain vehicle, at least according to this guy and the stories he's heard. And the the boyfriend's father was the last to see her. So that means something don't smell right. Well, I'm getting information secondhand here. This was done about a year after her missing.
And essentially for the night, they had to stay out in the woods. And then they came walking back. She went one way, he went the other. Let's try to make some sense out of this by looking at a map real quick. And I can kind of point out the key locations to you. First of all, where the verbal altercation happened was on Tim Road. So you can see here right in the middle, Tim Road is here. And this is Highway 131. We've heard that referred to a couple times with both of these stories already. The vehicle that is found, which actually turns out to not be her boyfriend's vehicle, but her vehicle, is here at 131 and Dooms Chapel Road. Now, what's interesting is the story that we're hearing about them being lost and them winding up back at 131, the area that he's describing where they came back out near the bridge, close to 131 and Highway, I believe it's 849, I would assume that's this bridge right here. It's the only bridge I see well, I guess there's two bridges in the area, but really close to each other. I mean, this is a matter of just a couple hundred feet between these bridges here. So either
that makes absolute no sense at all. They were closer to home than they were that goddamn bridge. What are they doing so far out? That is my question. I'm gonna see if I can't find anything of late or the actual newscast on it. That I cannot ensure. Fuck me. All right, this guy is just a joke and a half. Let's see. This woman just promotes herself. Hang on, let me see. There's a lot going on here that needs to be unpacked in just what little bit we heard. Thus, from what I can see. And there is not really much going on with this case at all. I mean, I really don't know what to cover on this. I can't find anything. And it's disappointing. I am literally, if you give me a moment, literally over here looking. And there's not really much to find on this young lady. Like, nobody covered it really, and there's not really much to go on here. I mean, saddening and disheartening. But I mean, the last time anything was said and done about Miss Sperry was a year ago. I mean, I'm really gonna have to find. Really gonna have to need more info. I'm really gonna need more information and better places to look because not even the news, from what I see, has covered this case. And that is extremely heartbreaking. Let me see if it's under something else. Well, obviously I'm on there. But yes, I'm trying to see what else I could find, and I'm not really finding anything. I mean, what state? This is Kentucky. And I'm trying to find the initial report or the initial newscast anyway, so we can start at the beginning. But I'm really not finding any initial newscast. "5 years ago, missing, national attention." I mean,
Search for missing Graves County mother of two is getting national attention.
Samantha Sperry disappeared in late March. This week, Dateline NBC featured that case on its website in its Missing in America series. AX18's Jacqueline Nye has more about the case.
Family, friends, firefighters, and law enforcement over the past few weeks have all been combing the area for Samantha Sperry.
I can only imagine that the not knowing is the worst part.
The last people known to have seen Sperry alive were her boyfriend, Ren Hendrickson, and Hendrickson's father, Dusty Holder. Holder told investigators he took Sperry out on a four-wheeler ride into the woods on March 27th.
They got stuck out in the swampy area there of Taylor Bottoms, which a lot of that is, but in that particular area. And they left the four-wheeler running because of the heat from the engine. It was raining that night.
Holder also told investigators he and Sperry built a shelter in the woods, and when morning came, they would find their way out. Holder wanted to go to a nearby store to call his brother.
He said Samantha did not want to do that she said she wanted to go in the opposite direction and indicated that she wanted to go to a family member's home. And that is where they allegedly parted company.
that story doesn't smell right in itself.
Dusty went on to the store and he never saw Samantha again.
Holder and Hendrickson each passed a lie detector test, and so far there's no evidence of foul play. But investigators understand the frustrations of Sperry's family.
I would like to assure the Sperry family that at this particular point in the investigation, we have done everything that we can do.
Covering the news in Graves County, Jacqueline Nye, LEX 18 News.
Okay, so from this news report, this young lady went missing. And last to be seen walking to a family member's house. And no signs of foul play as of this. Now, this was posted. Fucking hell. Wrong button, guys. 5 years ago. And she is still missing now. So this young lady has been missing for 5 years, no hide or hair, and there's really not much to go on other than it don't smell right about it doesn't smell right about the circumstances of why they stayed out all night. If your four-wheeler gets stuck, you pull it out. You don't just stay there all night. And I'm not really finding any updates on it news-wise anywhere. Like, I'm not understanding this at all. There isn't much to go on. That's a damn given. March 23, updated. 5 years. All right, you say on A. Let me load that up. You said, and I gotta go back over here. WPSD local news. Okay. WPSD local news 6. Yeah. I'm not catching shit. Hang on, let me keep looking. Local news 6. Well, it'd help if I capitalized their shit, huh? I'm going to look to see what I can't find. Like I said, I'm new to this. I was asked to go over it today, so I am looking into it. And it's not that bloody easy, y'all. There ain't really much to be found. Tornadoes, weather. Hang on. Where are you? What the fuck is that noise? Shut up. Playlist videos. You said it was. Oh my God. A while back. Like, I don't. I'm trying, guys. I am. I don't really know much about this case. I'm sorry. Let's see what we have just under her name being used. I honestly wish I had more information. Sorry. I really do. All right, let's check out this one from a year ago. I'm still not getting this.
This is directly off of Wadesboro Road. Wrong times. It's the case of Samantha. It is important because this is a case, but it's, when do Summer Wells, I wish I finally found it now. Some are going to ask, when do we do Summer Wells, I wish I had a couple of extra hands, but it's being taken care of for sure. This is important because this is a case no one has been able to find any leads on for a long time. It's the case of Samantha Sperry. That's correct. And it deals also with this trafficking group in Tennessee. It's very important to take note of because this trafficking group covers both Tennessee and Kentucky. Now, this is the interesting thing here, and this is why it's being documented. This truck has not been seen around before at all. For some reason, this is very important. It's an unmarked Toyota Tacoma truck. This is directly off of Wadesboro Road.
What is it with missing? What is it with red trucks in two different cases? What the fuck?
Near the Dooms Chapel Road in Kentucky. And this is kind of a shack. You can see it hasn't been updated in a long time. It's very disheveled. A lot of strange things going on in the back park and the back lot as well. And this is directly near where one of the main sightings of Samantha Sperry was last seen. For before whatever else ended up happening that took place. And this is important. This is here where something was discovered belonged to a
I'm not
individual by the
understanding
name
what
of Dean Hendrickson,
one has to do with the other.
manufacturing methamphetamines. They recovered a lot of drugs from
Anybody else understanding what this has to do with Samantha?
the area, and there was a bunker. So this is near where the bunker supposedly was located. But this is important because this is an unmarked Toyota Tacoma truck right here in the same vicinity. And we're still trying to find out exactly why it was left there. This is the year 2008. So this is way before Samantha Sperry officially disappeared. But this is a very strange area, and this is, this is an area known for drug traffickers and major traffickers right here.
I'm slightly confused. But yeah, okay, so apparently it's more accusation and assumptions. And they ain't nothing new for nothing. I'm going to have to delve into this a lot deeper than what I have found here just on the tube, apparently. So I'm going to request some help from my moderators when I am able. And I didn't have that on the whole damn time. That happens. It's fine. It was nothing besides him talking about a red truck. So what we are going to do is we are going to leave this off as a mystery, and maybe somebody can come inform us a little better. No need to put out rumors and bullshit after 5 years. Have a good day.